Welcome to Flow. Hey, in this video, just gonna look about installing Open5gs. So, what is Open5gs? Is a database. So, basically, there are just three main thing in telecom, which is a user equipment, a radio tower, and a database. So, Open5gs simulates the third part, which is the database. So, if you go into the website, search Open5gs, and you go to the quick start, and you can install the Open5gs step by step. Since I told it's a database, officially we want to use MongoDB. So to install MongoDB, first we update the system, and then we just install it necessary things. So you need to follow the steps what I'm doing carefully, because in this website there are also steps to install Open5gs for every other distribution, Linux distribution. I mean, like SUSC, Debian, and also has some different builds like 90 builds like that. So this software is particularly used for 5G core network. It has all essential core networks for 5G. So now, since we uploaded every certificate into our laptop, now we can install our MongoDB server. So we're going to start the MongoDB, and we're going to check where it runs. So let's start. You can read it on the screen, and you can see the particular MongoDB runs on the 27017 port. If I search localhost colon 27017, I could see this particular text. This means yes, the MongoDB is running. So we are going to insert enable command so it runs even after we restart the computer. Now we're going to add the repository for the Open5gs. Why we are installing repository? Because for every software there is something called binaries. It takes like 1 hour to build it. Since we are using Ubuntu, we can just build it in just, I can just copy paste those repository into our laptop. You can also see if after update, you can see that repository is being came. So next we're going to install Open5gs web UI. The thing is, the web UI is a place where we can give the input of every user equipment, like phone. Think of a SIM card where we upload the IMSI number and every details for the subscriber. So these user equipment information is being loaded via web UI into the Open5gs server, that is in our MongoDB. So Open5gs only gives us the space for database. It doesn't gives the user equipment or the radio tower, which is radio access network, RAN. To simulate the RAN, we need another piece of software which comes in the next video. It's called SRS RAN. For now, we are just going to focus on the third part, the database part in it. So I'm also installing Node JavaScript because that web UI is made with that. So I'm installing, it's called dependencies, so that web UI runs in my laptop in localhost in the port called running. If you don't know, I also added the text into the screen. You can just pass and study what the port means, what netstat means. and everything else. For time being, this is just a walkthrough on how to install the Open5gs. In further video, I can teach you how to use Open5gs. So if you can see, they gives the admin username and password. The password is not 1234, it's 1423. And also you might notice, this is the Git I use. This is the blush it. You might see like how when I type something just pops out. It's based on my history. You can see that white color thing. So if you want, you can just look out that Git. So what are we going to create is we're just going to create system scripts. So these are the Linux files, and we're going to create script into this particular files. So as I told, these are the every network function that needed to be typed every time we need to start work on Open5gs, and this will become a headache at first. So what are we trying to do is we're going to copy paste everything and create into a script, so that if we just type one name, every network function runs at the same time, and every network function shut downs at the same time. So just follow the steps so you can create your own type of script. For now, if I use space AUX, you can see every Open5gs is running, every network function is running. Let me show its architecture. Yeah, just like I told, there is three main components, which is user equipment in the left bottom, radio access network, and these are called the upper one is called the network function that communicates with themselves. So our user equipment information stays on the database, like AMF. It is responsible for access and management. SMF, it controls the session between the phone calls. Like that, every info function runs into this MongoDB server. That is overall controlled by Open5gs software. So if I want to use every particular network function, I need to type sudo systemctl, which is system control, stop Open5gs dash SMF. You can see the SMF is being shut down. So like that, I need to give every time a stop AMFD. So AMF is stopped. Like that, I want to give for everything. It takes time. So that is the main reason why are we creating a script in the first place. So I'm trying to shut down every network functions here. Yes. You see. So you can see now touch is a command where we used to create a empty file. So I just created a file called hey, and I'm just going to that file and then copy paste every command. Now I typed. Also I typed sudo vim because I use the vim editor. Or for people who are beginner, you can use nano instead of what I'm using vim. Instead of just typing vim, you can type nano. So what I'm going to make is I'm going to make this file executable. So X refers to executable. I'm going to change the mode, a normal file, hey, into a file called a script. So here you can see, it's red, right? Because it's just not a file that contains some information. After we change the mode, that is ch mode dash x, it becomes an executable file and it shows like a green color in your terminal. So plus x dash a, sorry, it's not minus x. Minus x makes into reversible. So change mode plus x and hey, just like that. If you can see, every run software, I mean every network function is running. After just giving that word hey, most of them is stopped. So this is the main purpose of creating the script here. In Open5gs is it is beneficial a lot. See, this is stop 5GC is a script created by me. So let me show you the things inside the 5GC. This starts the network function. You pass it and copy paste everything. And I will also show the stop 5GC where it says stop everything. So that's all for the video. So what we did here is we installed the database, the core network of the 5G simulation software. Of course, it's a simulation software. It's a testbed software, most of the people say. We installed into our Linux desktop, which is a Ubuntu. I'm using Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, and I recommend users to use 22.04. That is the well established. It has a code name Jamie Jelly. You can use that and you follow the steps that is shown in the video. I hope this becomes clear, and if you have any doubt, you can kindly ask in the comments or you can ping me in my LinkedIn. I'll also put the link in the description for those who want to ask doubts personally. Thank you.